Alexander, a name that echoes through the halls of history, a name that speaks of strength, of leadership, and of a spirit that dares to conquer lands and hearts alike. Victoria, an era of expansion and cultural influence, a name embodying victory, grace and resolve. William, a name synonymous with determination, unwavering courage and strength, a protector, a leader of men and a visionary. Elizabeth, a name that has graced queens, symbolizing wisdom, longevity and strength. Charles, a name that speaks of nobility, regal bearing, a ruler, patron of arts and sciences. Catherine, a name that whispers elegance, refinement, a name for empresses and queens. Henry, a name that resonates with power, a ruler of nations shaping the course of history. Margaret, a name that shines with gentle radiance, a pearl of great price, a symbol of grace. George, a name that evokes a sense of strength and stability, a protector of his people, a name that stands the test of time, enduring through generations. Charlotte, a name that dances on the air, speaks of grace and charm, a beloved princess. Edward, a name that whispers of ancient lineage, protector of the realm, etched in history. Anne, a name that embodies grace and strength, a queen beloved by her people, a symbol of resilience. Arthur, a name steeped in legend, a king of myth and valor, a symbol of courage. Alice, a name that evokes wonder and imagination, enchanting generations. Could I ask a favor? If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would be ever so grateful. James, a name that speaks of strength and determination, a king, a leader, resonating with authority. Mary, a name that shines with gentle light, a beacon of hope, embodying compassion and grace. Louis, a name synonymous with royalty, evoking images of grand palaces and a rich cultural legacy. Diana, a name that shines brightly, a goddess of the hunt, embodying strength and independent spirit. Richard, a name that speaks of courage and adventure, a lion-hearted leader, a name that commands respect. Beatrice, a name that brings a smile to the lips, a name that means she who brings happiness, a ray of sunshine and joy. Philip, a name that speaks of a love of horses, a strong will, and a legacy that has graced many kings and princes throughout history. Eugenie, a name that whispers of nobility and grace, a princess with a heart of gold. Albert, a name that speaks of intelligence and nobility, a prince consort, patron of arts and sciences. Alexandra, a name that embodies strength and resilience, a defender of mankind fit for a queen. David, a name that resonates with courage and faith, a shepherd who became king, inspiring generations. Louise, a name that whispers of gentle strength and quiet determination, gracing princesses and queens. Andrew, a name that speaks of strength and loyalty, a fisherman who became a disciple, embodying courage. Sarah, a name that shines with laughter and joy, a name that means princess, a woman of resilience. Michael, a name that evokes power and protection, an archangel, a warrior. Zara, a name that shines with radiant light, a name that means princess, a woman of grace and determination. Peter, a name that speaks of strength and faith, a rock upon which to build, a name that has stood the test of time and history. Marina, a name that evokes the vastness of the sea, a name that speaks of freedom, adventure and the unknown, a woman of depth and mystery. Gap 3S Frederick, a name that speaks of peace and power, a ruler, a patron, a name that commands respect. Helena, a name that shines with radiant light, a name meaning bright one, a woman of beauty and intelligence. Augustus, a name that speaks of power and grandeur, an emperor who shaped history. Maud, a name that whispers strength and resilience, a name that means mighty in battle. Leopold, a name that speaks of courage, strength and honour, a name that has graced kings, princes and leaders, a name that commands respect and admiration. Adelaide, a name that speaks of nobility and sweetness, a name that means noble and kind. Ernest, a name that speaks of sincerity and seriousness, a man of integrity and honour. Augusta, a name that evokes a sense of grandeur and majesty, a name that means great, a woman of immense power, influence and historical significance. Alfred, a name that speaks of wisdom and counsel, a king who saved his people, embodying leadership. Victoria, a name that resonates with victory and strength, a queen who ruled an empire. Christian, a name that speaks of faith and devotion, a follower of Christ, embodying hope. Louise, a name that whispers of gentle strength and quiet determination, gracing princesses and queens. Adolphus, a name that speaks of nobility and strength, meaning noble wolf, a man of courage and leadership. Amelia, a name that evokes adventure and determination, a woman who dared to fly, inspiring us all. Rupert, a name that speaks of fame and brightness, a man of charisma and charm. Sophia, a name that shines with wisdom and knowledge, a name that means wisdom, grace and intelligence. Lionel, a name that speaks of strength and courage, a name that means young lion, a man of power. Matilda, a name that speaks of strength and courage in battle, a name that means mighty in battle, a woman of great resilience and determination.